Let's talk about dysautonomia. This is by far the #1 cause of chronic conditions in our kiddos, from gut to immune to behavioral and emotional challenges in kids. This condition is widely missed or even misdiagnosed by pediatricians today. If they even know it's something to look for, it's a lot of times it's missed because it's not something that they're always trained to look for in our kiddos. So parents, if your kiddo is struggling with a myriad of health conditions and you don't know where to go, you have a lot of health care people on your team, and you just haven't found the answers that you're looking for that ties everything together to help you understand what is going on with your kiddo and how can you help them best. This video is for you. We're going to talk about dysautonomia. We are going to talk about everything that plays into it, from any chronic conditions to current struggles to hope, and answers. What are things that you can do different for your kiddo to help them if dysautonomia is something that they're struggling with and affecting their nervous system and their ability to understand and adapt and respond well to the environments that they are being put into. So I want to talk to you guys today about Mr. Mason. He's one of my favorite stories to tell because Mason falls right into this dysautonomia category. His parents noticed some struggles early. There was some eye contact issues, speech delay. Once he got into the school system, these things really became present in that he was struggling to fit into his environment. Some sensory seeking things were going on. He couldn't communicate. He was using one-word sentences, so he couldn't communicate his needs to his teachers, to his classmates. And this really caused a lot of problems, a lot of aggression, a lot of outbursts for Mason, a lot of being sent home from school. And he was really struggling, you guys. He wasn't a healthy, happy, thriving kiddo. His parents had got a diagnosis. They'd seen specialists, they'd seen therapists, but things weren't tying together, right? They still don't have those answers of like how does all this tie together and how do we help Mason better? They found us through one of our Perfect Storm workshops, which we're doing an online one later this month. Watch for that. And they came to our Perfect Storm workshop. They got answers. They learned about dysautonomia. They signed up for care. They brought in Mason, and things started changing so quickly for Mason. He went from this perfect storm of everything going wrong to this amazing portion of everything going right. Everything was lining up for Mr. Mason. He started care with us and things changed very quickly. He started speaking in full sentences very quickly after starting care. And this completely changed his whole life, you guys. He was able to start communicating with people, communicating his needs, letting people know what he needed, letting know when they were frustrated. And not just his life, his parents' life, his teacher, his classroom. I mean, this changed absolutely everything for him. Just that speaking component, decreasing those sensory seeking behaviors, decreasing some of the obsessive behaviors he was having, helping clear his gut. He had this great gut clearing during care, getting that gut healthy, getting great sleep, being able to eat healthier food. All of this played together for Mason to absolutely change his life. And now he's this healthy, happy, thriving middle schooler you would never know had these struggles. His teacher says he's a joy to have in the classroom. He's a leader, all things that no one would have ever said about Mason before, but those things didn't have to be his defining factor in his story. The dysautonomia didn't have to rule the rest of his life. Now that he's got balance, now that he's got past it, he's doing so much better in daily life, in school, everywhere, and he's super happy and he's super amazing kid to be around. He's very joyful. Dysautonomia can present with a wide variety of symptoms, including but not limited to dizziness, headache, fatigue, gut symptoms, immune challenges, behavior, social challenges. There's a lot of stuff that can play into this, guys, and this is why it's so hard to diagnose and often misdiagnosed, because kids can have any combination of those things. So this really can be an answer and explanation that parents have been looking for your child's myriad of health struggles that haven't been figured out through that medical system. Dysautonomia is a neurological condition that results in major imbalances in the nervous system, and especially in overstressed and overactive sympathetic nervous system, which is your stress side of your nervous system, vagus nerve, which is really important, you guys. So all of these systems, other major systems are also negatively affected, like gut and digestion, your respiratory and immune, musculoskeletal, motor planning. All of these systems are really going to play in together and can be affected. They don't have to have all of these, but so many kids will have a variety of these symptoms playing together. Neurologically focused adjustments focus entirely on addressing the subluxation and the dysautonomia and working to restore balance in that nervous system. Guys, this makes a huge difference for kiddos. Just like with Mr. Mason, without drugs or other medications, he was able to start things were starting to click into place for him, right? All of these other therapies, all these other things he'd been told, been taught, he was able to actually start accessing and using them, and things started clicking in place, and he started changing so fast. Patients receiving neurologically focused chiropractic care report a whole host of things like better sleep, better immune, better digestion, behavioral and emotional, better motor planning, all of this. So if you're listening to this and you're thinking, this is my kiddo, we're struggling, we have been to every specialist, we just aren't able to tie it together, we're doing a lot of therapies and they just seem like they plateau and they get stuck, and you want to find this connection, you want to know if dysautonomia is the thing tying it all together for them, which can also be the key to unlocking everything for them. We've got some great articles on our blog that talk about dysautonomia. Also, pxdocs.com have some really great articles and information too. And if you're ready to get your kiddo assessed, you want to know if do they have subluxation, do they have dysautonomia, can this be the key for them? Reach out to our office. We are here to help. We are absolutely here to help you decide if this is the next right step for your kiddo, if we can help. And if you're not in our area, you can also on pxdocs.com throw in your zip code, and it will give you a trained doctor just like us right near you who can help you and your kiddo. If you connected with this, comment below, send us a message, share this with your friends who you know need to hear this. We are here waiting for you with hope, help, and answers.